Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. I'm Rebecca, the program director for the Joslyn Center, and we're on episode 61 of the Joslyn Variety Show. So today we have our warm-up with Veronica, and then Veronica and Judy are going to show us some of their favorite recipes for quarantine, and Jack is here as well, so he's going to say a couple of words. But let's get started with our warm-up, and then we'll launch into the rest.
Thank you, Rebecca. Hi, everyone. Let's get started. I'll tell you what, have a seat. Let's start from here. Hope you've been having a good morning. My morning's gone by very quickly. I was quite busy and seated, so in a way it seems like a good place to start. Start seated. Let's start seated, and then we'll get up and start moving around a little bit. So a good reminder, if you're sitting down and for some reason maybe you might even be in the car as a passenger, and you can be moving while you're sitting down. So we're just tapping our feet, raising our knees, squeezing your abdominal muscles to support your lower back. You will sit up nice and tall. Good. Now I'm going to scoot back just a little bit as I sat down so quickly. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall. Let's keep our legs going, and now let's bring our arms up. Okay, we're just going to reach up and down. Just push up and down. Up and down. Now let's push out to the sides. Push out, in, and make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Push out, in, one more time. There's a lot of coordination, so we're moving our arms and moving our legs, and whatever beat or rhythm you've got going is just right. Okay, now I'm just gonna push back a little bit. Let's actually push down and down. Lift your elbows up, your shoulders follow. One more, push down. Now let's push back. A little squeeze on the triceps. Push and push. Let's do our biceps now. Bicep curl. Curl and squeeze. Exhale and squeeze. Let's do our chest. Push forward and back. Really push forward so you feel those muscles squeeze, and back. Push and back and push. Good. Now arms overhead again. Now let's think we're going to do two different moves. Really push up, like you're really lifting some weights up there. It's really heavy too. And really heavy. And one more up. Now pull the weight down. Really pull down. Working your lats, your lat muscles in the back, those big muscles in the back, and squeeze. Okay. All right, let's stand up. Let's just start getting our blood flowing, getting our body oxygenated. I can say that. Okay. And just relax. I think that was the first time we did a nice little warm-up completely seated, so that was good. Okay, well that's it for today for me regarding our warm-up, and I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned.
Thank you, Veronica. Okay, I'm going to bring over Jack. He's got an important announcement for us.
Wow.
Jack, how are you today?
I'm doing great, and I thought, well, we have Bling and Bingo today at 2 o'clock, so I thought I would just let people know that you can have a Bling and update as well. And the thing I find most interesting is there's no one on this staff that believes I actually own this jacket.
You're very skeptical.
They were very skeptical. They didn't believe it, but here it is. So just so you know that Paul isn't the only one that has Bling and jackets. Thank you, Veronica, for that that exercise and that warm-up. I can't tell you how important it is that while you wait for us to open with your favorite exercise classes, keep doing that at home. It's very important. I wanted to update you because we've been asked by quite a few members about our reopening plans. And I can tell you that doing reopening is a complex process because we want to make sure that not only do we keep the health and safety of our members in mind, but also all of the staff with new people coming in. So we're looking at a process, and the board is going to be reviewing that and making a decision. What I want you all to know is that the process we're looking at is very extensive. It includes a complete sanitization, say that 3 times fast, of the building prior to opening, additional cleaning crews coming in and cleaning the building, sanitizing the building with the electrostatic sanitizers. You may have seen those on TV, the fogging machines, on a regular basis after we open, as well as bringing in someone that will do wipe downs and sanitizing chairs and knobs and switches and whatever surfaces that people can touch. So we're really working on a plan to when we do open and when we get the okay that we can open, to make sure it's safe for everybody, because your safety is our highest priority. I wanted to let you know also we're working on, and it will probably be a combination of both video, virtual meetings, perhaps continuing these types of presentations after we open. So there will probably be a combination of virtual programming as well as on-site programming as we move forward through this crazy time we're all in. So I really want to thank Rebecca for all the work that she's done in getting us into a technological age where we can do these sorts of things. And then also you're going to be seeing on our calendar soon. Well, it's there now. We want to put it on the homepage, our calendar of events, and some of them will be virtual. Some of them will be when we open. They'll be on site, and you'll know that. But you can look on our calendar, and if you're accustomed to doing an 8 o'clock exercise class, you can do that virtually now. So we're really working on providing you the most variety that we can, with a little bit of fun, with a little bit of bling. And I really want you to know we miss you. We want you back, as much as many of you have told us you want us to be back. And we're working very carefully on making sure we have a plan that keeps your safety as our highest priority and the safety of our staff as our highest priority. As always, I'm accessible. If you want to call, you can call our number and ask for me, Jack Newby. I'm the Executive Director at extension 106. Or you can email me at jackn@joslyncenter.org. I'm happy to speak with you and address any concerns that you might have, because it's important we work through this together, and that we all feel comfortable moving forward. This has been, as we know, it's been a crazy time. We're seeing things reopen now, and soon I think you'll be seeing senior centers open. And when that happens, we will let you know. And that's all I have, Rebecca.
All right, so we have the girls here. They are going to do a fabulous Tuesday recipe show and tell. Yeah? All right, Judy, are you up first?
Yes.
Perfect. Let us get situated so that Judy can show us what she brought for us today.
Good morning, everybody. It's another terrific Tuesday. And Veronica and I are going to do something very different. We're going to make butter today, and then Veronica's going to do an addition to the butter. So, I know this sounds really strange, but we're going to make butter in a jar. And when I did it, I was very skeptical, but I had to try it out at home before I brought it in. So, here's the recipe.
I'm going to zoom in on that so you guys can hit pause if you want to write down this recipe. Thank you, Judy.
Or you can call me and I can send it to you. So, it says 1 pint 16-ounce mason jar. I don't think this is quite 16, but anyway. So you're going to take the mason jar, take off the top, of course, and get heavy whipping cream. Okay, and you're going to pour the whipping cream into the jar halfway full. And then what you're gonna do is put the lid back on. And the recipe says 5 to 7 minutes. You start shaking it like this and like this. Very good workout for your arms, okay? Get the flap away. Now, the recipe, like I said, says 5 to 7 minutes, but get your husbands, kids, or whatever, and keep on shaking because it takes more than that. They lied. But anyway, so what it's going to do at the end is, and you'll hear it, is forming a ball inside. So once you've got that ball, you're going to pour off the extra water, and then you're going to put that ball, scrape it into a mold. Now I used strawberry mold, and I used pineapple mold. And Veronica, I forgot my sample in the refrigerator.
I was thinking that. Let me do my demonstration, and then we'll end with yours.
Okay, perfect.
Great idea.
So, and then that's it. Add a little bit of salt to taste, and you have butter. It actually tastes good too. Now, if you have a hard time getting the ball to form, what I did, I cheated. I used an electric beater, and I poured it all out in a bowl, and I beat it with my electric beater, and then I put it back in the jar, and it seemed to form that ball that you want quicker. So,
Great idea. And I love this recipe because you can add anything you want to it, right? You can
Yes.
put in herbs, you can put in some garlic, like we're going to talk about in a minute.
yes.
You can make your
Yes.
own customized butter.
Yes, yes.
All right, Veronica, what do you got for us?
Okay. Speaking of things to add to the butter, so I have one way of preparing garlic, and most everyone knows that garlic has a lot of really important nutritional value. And like a lot of foods, ideally it would be eaten raw, and if you've ever had raw garlic, not in like a salsa, but just on the side, it's very potent and it's very hot. So it's very good for you. But most of us don't want to eat it that way. So here's one way to eat it, and it's roasted. And so here I'm just showing you, this is not on the shelf as elephant garlic, but it's quite a bit bigger than the last bulb that I had. So you take your garlic and you're going to put it down on your cutting board with your knife, and very carefully you're going to just cut off the top of the bulb straight across. And then you take a piece of foil just bigger than the bulb, wrap it under there, and then you drizzle just a little bit. You do not want to saturate it. Just a little bit of olive oil across the top and smear it around the raw garlic. You fold up your foil and leave a little bit of openings, because while it's roasting, it's going to steam. And like most things, when they're finished cooking, it smells exactly like you expect it to smell. So set your oven for 400. Toaster ovens are great because they don't heat up the house quite as much. And you just put it in your oven at 400 for about 25 minutes. Set your timer, because there's no need to overcook it. But when the house starts to smell nice and garlicky, and hopefully you like the smell of garlic, it'll probably be done. So then what I do is I go check it, and I take it out, and I look at it, and it goes from that off-white raw color to a translucent. And also it's hot, so you need to use a pot holder. And what I do also is I just squeeze it. And when it starts to squeeze up like that, squeezing right out of its individual little place there like that, that is perfect. And now, how do you eat it? You eat it just like that. You push it up, put it in your mouth, and enjoy it. And that garlic is so mild, and it's buttery. It's got that consistency. It's just a wonderful consistency. It can go right on, let's say you want to have some garlic toast. This is perfect. Not only is it warm and freshly made, it goes right on your toast. You don't even need, like, some of you might put butter first, put the garlic right on the bread, perfect. You can add it to anything that you're eating. Maybe you're eating rice and beans or something that's warm that you just want a garlic flavor to. And now, just again to mention that since it's cooked, it doesn't mean it doesn't have any nutritional value. Ideally, raw has everything because it's pure, it's untouched, it's not been heated. This still has lots of nutrition, and chances are also, since it's roasted and it's so mild, you'll eat more of this than you would, say, a raw clove. So think about that too, the quantity too. You've got maybe a little lower in the minerals that are still present, but you're eating more of it. So it's helpful with your cholesterol level, your blood pressure level. It's good for your stomach. Now, you can also add it to your freshly made butter. Okay? So Judy's going to show that if she added it to the butter while she's forming it and then put it in the molds, and this is the beautiful results that she's gotten.
All right, let's see, Judy.
So here we are.
Look at your little strawberries.
They're supposed to be strawberries, yes.
They turned out so cute.
So, like Veronica said, you can add one of these cloves of garlic into the cream as you shake it in the jar, and then that will make garlic butter. And it's wonderful on French bread or by itself or on crackers. Just be creative. There's no wrong way. So
That's delicious. Thank you, guys. Good recipe. That's a nice little summer treat.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna pop around here. That is today's show. We will be back tomorrow. We have Susan for some brain health information. So we will see you guys tomorrow. You'll have a great day. Don't forget, we have Bling and Bingo today. So at 2 o'clock, join us here on Facebook Live for Bingo. If you need help getting a bingo card or you have questions about how we play, just give me a call, 760-340-3220, and I hope we'll see you this afternoon. Have a good day.